This program may contain adult themes. Listener discretion is advised.
Fashion, music, wellness.
And don't forget sex.
Mostly sex.
If it's trending, they'll be talking about it. Trend Radio is right here
And right now, I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise.
And we always have something great to say.
Because it's us. So stay tuned.
You'll be glad you did. Good morning, Elise.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I am fabulous.
Of course you are. Of course you are. You know, this day in history, a great day. Do you know, it's International Bat Night. And so all the baseball players get their bats and what? What?
Yeah, no.
No, it's not the bats? Okay.
No, it's not that kind of bat.
It's not? What kind of bat is it?
It's the squeaky, squealy vampire bat. Yeah, International Bat Night is an awareness-raising campaign highlighting the need for bat conservation and their habits. That's what it is.
Oh,
So
I
it's
better
on the
talk to my cats then. They keep catching these bats midair. I don't know how they do it.
Ay, that's gross. It's on the last weekend of August, and bat enthusiasts organize events like bat walks and workshops and seminars and all kinds of exhibitions. Kind of freaks me out a little bit, like rodents with wings. Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, at least we have a special show this
we
week,
do.
as you know.
Of course, we always have a special show, Anthony.
And we're going to have a great guest a little bit later on.
I know.
As you know, we...
There's been quite a few Elvis spottings.
Yes, there has. Yes, there has. And
People talk about it all the time.
And a few days ago, we spotted Elvis at Mafalda's restaurant.
Yes, we did.
Out there in Hamilton Square.
Singing up a storm, if you will.
And he put on such a show. He was so good.
Yeah.
He looked like Elvis. He sounded like Elvis. He moved like Elvis.
Yeah.
And I actually gave him a haircut.
Just like Elvis.
Just like Elvis.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So he was.
It was really good.
He had the full Megillah, and we listened to him. He was absolutely magnificent.
Yeah.
He really was.
Yeah, really good.
And we did an interview with him in the green room over at Mafalda's restaurant in Hamilton Square.
Yeah, we're going to be playing that later.
And we're going to be playing that a little bit later on for you.
Absolutely. I think that's fantastic.
But first, we're going to talk about why men don't want to wear condoms. Isn't that crazy?
Well, yeah, that is crazy.
Well, most adult men have really taken some kind of sexual education classes, and they know that condoms.
You need to do that.
That's right. My sexual education came from the 16-year-old girl down the street when I was about 13.
12?
No, I was 13. I was a teenager, and I didn't know from a condom. In fact, I don't know if you remember one of our first shows. I talked about my first experience.
When you went to buy them. Yeah.
I went to buy them.
You had to put both legs in the large. Yeah, I remember you told me.
When you had to ask the pharmacist, and they were called rubbers back then. And I was like, "What?" And he said, "Well,"
rubbers,
then
please?
he says, "What size?" The hell? I'm Italian. Give me the large. Little did I know I could fit my leg in that damn thing. It was crazy. It was crazy.
That's funny.
Well, now we know that condoms prevent the transmission of sexually transmitted diseases and infections.
Yes.
According to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention.
And it also helps with pregnancy or lack thereof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Very good.
Yeah.
So, this condom knowledge...
Spit it out.
While this is common knowledge, a new study shows that men are more willing to skip wearing a condom if they think their partner is attractive.
Oh.
So,
now, why is that?
Well, if she's attractive, she must not have any sexually transmitted diseases.
Oh, because if you're attractive, you're not promiscuous. Is that what that is about?
I don't know. Researchers at the University of Southampton.
It's interesting that you say that because honestly, well, I guess it really does depend because I guess promiscuity doesn't have a label. It doesn't have a color. It doesn't have a look. It can just be. So I guess they feel more comfortable if she's pretty.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, I always say the homely girls.
Well, you say they're more appreciative. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're more promiscuous. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're better at anything. You just say they're more appreciative.
Al, I told you, she's always telling me what to do, how to do it.
I know you. That's what you say. You say they're more appreciative. And you say the reason they're more appreciative is because they typically don't get much attention because they're homely.
That's
so when
correct. That is correct. I do say that.
When they get attention, they're so happy that they're getting attention that they're like, oh my God. So they're so appreciative.
There you have it. So
Okay.
I was right then.
I don't know if you were right.
I was right? Right?
I don't know. I'm not going to give it to
I
you.
get nothing from this girl.
Oh,
nothing.
Yes, you get everything. Oh, what the hell? Oh, my God.
Well, back to the researchers at the University of Southampton and the University of Bristol determined this by studying 51 heterosexual men.
Okay.
What they did was they showed men photos of 20 women and asked them to rank their attractiveness from 0 to 100.
Okay. And so then at that point, they're going to decide whether or not they're going to use a condom with this one or a condom with that one. I would use a condom with this one because, you know, let's face it, she's not that attractive. So, you know, I mean, ew. I don't want my skin touching her.
No, if she's not that attractive,
Why be with her then?
would use the bag method.
Put the bag over her head,
Yes,
right?
and if she's really unattractive, then I would use the double bag method.
Ay, ay, ay. So let me ask you a question. Why be with her then if you don't find her attractive, if there's no spark?
Sometimes you just can't help yourself.
You know what? I do believe you there. I've seen some of that. Okay, then.
Well,
On to it.
okay. The researchers asked these men to estimate the likelihood of the women having sexually transmitted diseases and rate
Based on
their
how they
looks. And how likely they were to sleep with the woman and use protection while doing so.
Interesting. Oh my gosh. You know, that's really interesting. I know somebody. I heard a story. Somebody told me a story about a woman who is extremely, extremely promiscuous. Not very attractive. I've seen her. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad. I'm not trying to, but just not. And the funny thing is that loaded just has sex all the time. Now, I said to this person though, would you ever sleep with any of those guys that are
Oh, I
sleeping
know who
with
you're
her?
talking about.
And this girl said to me, never. That's why they're going with her. You know, and that's the truth.
Yeah. I remember.
Oof.
Absolutely.
Because damn, it's like, wow. Do you know? Ooh.
Well, according to the study, the closer a man ranked the woman to 100, the more likely he was to sleep with her without using a condom.
Wow.
And the lead researcher, Anastasia Elfiathon,
Whoa, that's one hell of a name.
yeah, well, she says that the research held true, even though they might believe that those women are more likely to have sexually transmitted diseases.
Wow. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. So, you know.
The risk that a man will take for a pretty gal.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Isn't it, though?
And, you know, pretty comes from within.
Absolutely.
You know, we're in the beauty business, and
Absolutely.
we know
I'm
that
sorry,
anybody
but
can be pretty. with
no. Anyone can look well taken care of.
Here she goes correcting me again in front of
Anyone
thousands and
can
thousands of people, Al. Can we block that out?
hair.
Can we cut this out of the...
Anyone can have beautiful skin. We can do wonders. But let me just tell you something about pretty. Okay? Yes, while pretty does come from within, pretty is also skin deep. Okay? So, not everybody. Not everybody. And you know what? Just for that little remark,
Oh, here we go. Costing money again.
email me now at trendradio920@gmail.com and I will send you a $50 gift certificate to Anthony Vincent Salon. And I promise you, I will make your hair look very pretty.
Yeah, she will. That she will.
You'll be glad you did.
So what does this all mean, Elise? What does it all mean?
It means stop looking at the ugly ones. Stay away from the frumps.
Well,
Stop it. Stop it right now.
No, it all goes back to caveman. It means that men make their decision based on wanting to reproduce with women they find more attractive.
You know, that's true. Yeah, that is true. Every study that we read says that. And that is the truth.
But there are different things that are attractive to different men.
Absolutely. It's, you know, we've always said it. It's the connection. Because remember when we were at the bridal show and we saw that gorgeous 20-something-year-old with the not so gorgeous 50-something-year-old.
Yeah.
And it's a connection. It's simply a connection.
Yeah. I thought it was a connection to the wallet, but
she's just nice, and she was beautiful.
She was really nice. Yes,
and
she
beautiful.
was. And he was really a nice guy too.
Oh, absolutely.
He was very, very funny.
Absolutely.
They say that if you can make a woman laugh, she will love you forever. What I do is I just take my clothes off in front of my lady, and she just laughs and laughs.
Ah, you're so funny.
Anyway, the researchers, they also want to use these findings to increase sex education in schools. And they also want to replicate the study with men who identify as gay or bisexual.
Huh, very cool. Very cool.
And speaking of using condoms or not using them, you know, we got an email.
Oh, okay.
You know, and the question fits right in what we're talking about. The question was, Anthony and Elise, is there an easy way to invite a woman back to my place for sex?
Well, yeah, especially if that's what she's looking for. You know, I mean, if she's looking for the hookup, she's going to go right with you.
Yeah.
And that's the reason. That's exactly what's going to happen. So, you know, you can meet the gal or, you know, meet the guy based on, you know, whatever it is that you're looking for. And the reality is that if she's looking, I mean, we talk about this all the time. There are certain people, that's what they want. They want a one-night stand.
Yeah.
So,
Where are these people? Where are these
You just
people?
don't hang out in those places.
No, I don't.
Good boy that you are.
Yes.
Yeah. But the reality is that if they're looking for that, that's what's going to happen. So, yeah, it's very simple. Just ask.
So I say the best approach is an honest one. Like whisper in her ear, I really want to be with you right now. You want to come back to my place?
And you know what? She's either going to laugh at him or she's going to say, absolutely.
Of course.
You know?
Of course. I
So
would...
listen, dude, you got a 50-50 shot there.
Oh, you're right. It's either going to be yes or no. And, you know, and I wouldn't worry about if it doesn't sound quite as smooth as you'd like, or, you know, sometimes it's even a bit awkward.
Yeah, but based on where you are and based on the fact that you probably had a couple of drinks and so has she, it's not going to sound funny at all. And if that's what's on her mind, she's going with you. That's the truth.
You know, many years ago, I was a young man and... well, not that many years ago. Miss Bossy Pants.
Oh, stop calling me that.
Well, there was a gal that I liked, and I asked her to go to lunch. She said sure. So we met, and we were talking for a bit. And I was saying, well, I thought we would go like here for lunch or there for lunch. You know what she said to me?
What?
She said, Anthony, we're both adults, right? I said, yeah, and I was a young man. She said, I don't really want to go to lunch.
Ooh.
I went, oh boy.
She say, I just want to go back to your place.
Yeah. Let's go back to yours. You know, and it was a bit awkward, but endearing. You know, I mean, I thought that was a great pitch.
Okay.
You know, so
for a one-night stand,
honesty is the best policy. You know, and I think the most important thing that she did, and what one should do if they're into the one-night stand, is to convey that authenticity and confidence, right?
Absolutely, confidence is sexy. Confidence is awesome.
Yes, it is.
Women,
confidence is sexy.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Women love
I know I heard it somewhere.
Confident men, and men simply adore confident women.
That's right.
And that's the truth.
Yeah. Trickery is not sexy. And women
You know what?
smell an ulterior motive.
Absolutely. As soon as you see that, now turn around and walk away, ladies, because that'll never change.
That's right. So, whatever you decide to say, just be straightforward in
Absolutely.
what you're
Say what you
suggesting. And chances are she will give you an equally straightforward answer.
I'm sure she will.
And you know what's interesting?
What? What's interesting?
They say that a way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Sometimes.
Well, I always thought it was a little lower.
Yeah.
But I was wrong. I really was. And the same with women. The way to a woman's heart, much like your own, is through her stomach.
Well, I don't know. I guess that depends on the woman.
Well, Drexel University researchers, they found that women's brains respond to better romantic clues on a full stomach.
Yes. Well, anything on a full stomach definitely helps.
Not an over full stomach.
No. But when you're eating, the serotonin's in your brain and you feel happy usually when you're eating, and that's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but that also depends on the woman too.
Of course it does.
Because sometimes, something else makes her.
Well, a woman always knows if she's going to go back to your apartment with you.
Oh, yes.
A guy can only hope, but a woman knows.
A woman always knows if
right.
she's going to do it. Absolutely.
And according to research, eating, may prime or sensitize young women to rewards beyond food.
Mm-hmm.
The study
That's
data
true.
also supports that shared brain circuitry for food and sex. So food and sex go together.
Absolutely.
So
They absolutely do.
I guess so. That's why.
Because you know what? Some food is actually even sexy.
Some are the aphrodisiac food.
Yeah. Like, oysters, of course, they always say that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what's really sexy? Lobster.
Mm-hmm.
Eating a lobster.
I think anything you eat with your fingers.
Absolutely. Anything you eat with your fingers.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but.
When you're female. When you're male, don't do it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And, I guess you don't want a burger and a diet soda when you go out.
Well, you can eat a burger with a guy.
And large fries.
You could. Are you kidding? Look what you can do to a French fry. Think about it.
You could smoke it if it's from
McDonald's.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, but think about it. You can play with a French fry.
Well, researchers at the University of Illinois found that people who drink diet beverages are likely to compensate for the low kilojoules by eating food that's loaded with sugar, sodium, fat, and cholesterol. Elise, what the heck is a kilojoule?
Kilojoule. It's the Australian measure of how much energy people get from consuming a food or drink. Energy in food and drinks is measured by the number of kilojoules it provides. And kilojoules are similar to calories, but they're not the same as.
Okay.
You can actually convert kilojoules to calories.
Well, you are so smart.
I just can't help
And
myself.
so pretty, too.
Oh, you're just so cute.
People who consume diet beverages feel justified in eating more. So
Oh, because they're diet.
That's
because
right.
They don't think, but we know better.
we know different. If you're a listener here,
yeah,
you know too.
you know, diet sodas make you fat.
Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you're drinking diet soda. People think they could reach for an extra muffin or a bag of chips.
Yeah, let me tell
or
you
whatever.
something, okay? The only thing that's going to happen if you reach for that extra muffin is that muffin is going to appear as the muffin tops
That's
on
right.
your jeans.
So, all that diet cola that you're drinking.
I have to tell you, the only reason I don't drink soda, and you know that, but if I do ever crave a soda, I do crave a Diet Coke. I've had this
you
conversation.
really?
I love the flavor of it. It's the flavor. It's not.
It's the aftertaste that's
I
horrible.
love it. I love it. It's got this snarky bite.
Yuck.
Yum.
Alrighty. Well, that snarky bite stains your teeth.
I don't drink it. I drink water with lemon. You know
You
that.
just said that you like to drink that when you
I
do.
said if I want to if I crave a soda, that's what I would drink.
Okay.
I don't do that. I don't drink it because also I know it's bad.
It is very bad.
And you know I don't drink it. I'm with you most of the time. Do you ever see me with that?
No.
What do I drink?
Coffee
Coffee and what?
and
water.
Twinkies.
First of all,
Diet Twinkies.
I do not eat Twinkies or
You
drink
do
Twinkies.
okay,
I
well,
I know.
What she does is she buys the box of Twinkies because they're on sale at Walgreens every week. She opens them up. She breaks the Twinkie in half. She has me suck the cream out of it, and she eats the rest of the Twinkie. That's what she does.
Never.
And you see how
Never.
she's so embarrassed. She does it.
I'm laughing because he knows I would never eat a Twinkie. It's loaded with chemicals, and you know that I don't eat that. That is so funny.
Yeah, whatever. Well,
Look at this. Wait a second. Back me up here. You know what I have here? I have a banana here. I have nuts, broccoli rabe.
Yep.
Okay, all fresh. Everything's fresh. And blueberries. Want some blueberries, Al?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All kinds of fresh, healthy things sitting all in front of me with this humongous gigunda water.
Right.
well, the coffee. Yeah, that's right. The coffee and those blueberries will stain your teeth.
Okay, that's why I'm going to drink water.
Diet colas or any kind of cola.
I don't drink the diet soda.
I'm not saying you anymore.
Oh, good. Okay, you're off the
I'm
Twinkie
trying
thing,
to get on with the segment about keeping keeping your smile bright with an old
Okay.
trick for brightening your smile.
Oh, well,
And-
you know what? Banana skins.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I have a
rub your-
banana right here.
Good. So we're going to whiten your teeth when we're done.
That's right. Get rid of the blueberry stain.
But as well as a banana, what you can do is you make a paste from baking soda and lemon juice or even strawberry pulp.
Oh, yes.
We
Oh, yeah, we talked about the acid in the strawberries.
That's right. And what you do is you apply it to your teeth with a toothbrush and you let that mixture sit on your teeth for just under a minute. Then you polish it off. What
Now, after you do the strawberry
you
thing,
drink it?
after you do the strawberry thing, then you turn around and you look at your guy and you pour some champagne and you put some strawberries in that champagne and you click your glasses together and you just have an enjoyable time. You have white, fresh teeth and champagne and strawberries. Can't get sexier than that.
That's right. And you kiss your gal, she won't have bad breath unless she's mad at you.
Exactly. Oh, yep, that's the truth.
Yeah, what you're doing with this is you're removing the surface stains, and that causes the discoloration.
Exactly.
So,
And there you have it. Whiter teeth with Anthony and Elise.
so we've got all of these home remedies coming up here. And that wart that you have on your chin over there,
It's unbelievable.
I know you had the
I
wa-
do not have warts. Okay?
what's that thing on your chin?
There's nothing on my chin.
Oh, wait a minute. That's okay. The thing on your nose is not a wart. That's okay. That's a little diamond on your nose.
My nose is pierced, yeah.
Okay.
You thought it was a wart?
I thought it was a
No,
wart.
you
I don't know.
didn't. A
You look
sparkly
close
wart?
enough. When you smile, your whole face sparkles.
Aw.
So I thought you,
You
had a
owed
sparkly.
me that after the wart and the Twinkies.
Well, anyway, duct tape. You use duct tape to fix everything else, so why don't you use it on your warts? I keep a roll of duct tape in my motorcycle
I
because
have
on the
duct tape
road, if something happens,
my
duct tape
my
fixes a lot
drawer.
of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have duct tape we duct tape everything in the salon sometimes.
Yes, we do.
We can't help it
And
until
we bring
Pete
it-
can get there.
And we bring it to our bridal
It's everywhere
events
with
because
us.
we need it for
So
something.
you actually would put duct tape on a wart
Yeah.
and then pull it off, and then the wart's going to come off?
Well, when you target warts this way, what it does, it causes an irritation that tells your immune system to attack that HPV virus, which is fueling the growth of the wart.
So what happens to your skin? Like, what happens?
Well, what you do is you apply a piece of gray duct tape that extends half an inch past the wart's edges. After 6 days, remove the tape and soak the wart in warm water for 15 minutes. File it down with a pumice stone and repeat for 1 month. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, that's interesting, but that takes a really long time.
Well, yeah.
A month?
Well, but the wart is gone.
Okay.
And it's a natural a natural way to do
All
it.
right, I guess.
I mean, I don't know that I would go buy,
That is not the sexiest thing I've heard today.
well, you know, a wart on your chin is not sexy.
I agree. You should really do something about that, what you've got going on there. But you know what would be really worse?
What's that?
Genital warts.
Oh, stick the duct tape on.
I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I think they come back. I'm not sure.
But I don't think you can use duct tape there. That would be bad.
I don't know. You can't use like duct tape to wax.
We're
gonna have to try that.
Never
gonna-
have.
We'll wax your back with duct tape.
I don't think it's my back that needs waxing. Oh my God, you're horrible today.
Well, okay. So, all right. I'm sorry about that. Let's not talk about that stuff. Let's talk about Elise's under eye bags.
I don't have under eye bags.
I know that you're always up late at
I don't
late at
have
night.
under eye bags. Oh my God.
Well, you know you don't sleep much, and you know sleep deficit causes blood vessels beneath your eyes, to dilate, and that gives you that dark puffy skin.
Is that why yours are like that? You haven't slept lately?
No, I get beat up and I keep getting punched in the eyes. Those are black. Those are black eyes.
Okay.
They're black and blue marks. So, listen, I'm going to tell you, to eliminate those bags under your eyes, what we're going to do is we're going to put tea bags on them, and it's the tannins in the black tea.
I actually
that
know
slow.
this.
I know
Yeah.
you know. You know everything. You're a Miss Know-It-All. So, okay.
I can't even talk today.
You can tell
This
us.
is
You can
awful.
tell us.
No, you know what? It's all right. You keep going because you seem to know everything.
No, I only know everything because I hang out with you and you
Ah.
tell me everything.
Okay, so tannins, yeah.
Yes, and what it does is it slows that blood flow to that area under your eyes, and actually, it temporarily tightens your skin.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Well, you see that.
I'm busting your chops a little bit, and
That's okay. I'm used to it.
you are.
I'll get you back.
I know you will. You are an alpha female.
Yeah.
You're an alpha female, and alpha females really make the best girlfriends and the best wives. Mm-hmm.
Well, an alpha female also knows when to be alpha.
Yes.
Exactly.
She's in control even when you think she's not.
Exactly.
Wow. I just learned.
Did you just learn something?
Whoa.
Exactly. She knows exactly
Look at her
when
face while she's talking.
to be in control.
She's like, smug.
And exactly when to let you think she's not in control, but is. How about that?
That's good.
That's true.
A strong alpha female might seem intimidating at first, but there's a whole lot more to her than just her fiercely strong persona.
That is true.
The alpha female, if you dare come across one, may be the best girlfriend or wife you'll ever have.
Oh, definitely. Ain't no doubt about that.
Mm-hmm. And she'll always be 100% upfront with who she is.
There's no other way to be.
No.
It's the truth.
No, that's right. I never have to guess if you're putting on a front as a host, together on the show, because I know that you don't really care what I think.
Well, no.
And that you're authentic.
I'm authentic in what I feel. I do care what you think because I respect you. I just don't worry about it. That's the difference.
Okay. So take me as I am or watch me as I go.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Because when you're done, you're done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know that.
Mm-hmm. That's
Told you
right.
that. I haven't said that to you yet, though.
When are you going to say that?
It's possible I could say that.
There'll be peace. There'll be peace in my life.
Oh, yeah. You want me to say it? You want me to tell you I'm done?
When you're done with the show, we'll say you're done. Let's finish the show first.
Got it.
We don't want to leave everybody hanging here.
Sure.
But this is true. An alpha female will challenge you to be a better man,
Absolutely.
a better radio host,
A better person.
a better person. That's right. And if there's anything her man wants out of life, whether it's a project or a goal or that he's working towards, she will push and support him.
That is exactly the truth.
Yeah, she wants her partner to succeed
Absolutely.
because she knows it makes them a better team when they're both winning.
Of course.
And that's what I try to tell you. Let's work together.
Oh,
You don't need to boss me around,
I
Miss
don't.
Bossy Pants.
I don't. I'm not Miss Bossy Pants. I am not Miss Bossy Pants. I actually think your nephew called your sister Miss Bossy Pants.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I kind of liked it.
Yeah, so now
So,
you're using it for me?
yes.
I knew you were like a 3-year-old.
Guys, we're just, Well, being with an alpha female, and I can contest to this, is being fun.
Oh, yeah. We always have fun.
Yeah,
Come on. We always have fun together.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I know of you is, when you're not working your butt off to better yourself, you're enjoying life in the best ways that you can.
I try.
Making memories.
Oh, that's what I always say to you.
Yeah.
Making a memory.
Making a memory.
Like, I'm going to make a memory, I have to just tell you, around my birthday time when I jump out of a plane.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
Can't you
I can't
just,
wait.
climb a mountain, hike up a mountain,
Yes, I can do that.
take a trip and make fun memories.
Yes, I can.
Maybe even hop out in a hot air balloon, but not
Actually,
jump out of an airplane.
Here's the thing. The hot air balloon, I told you I really wanted to do the hot air balloon. But then after, that one blew up, I got a little nervous.
Yeah, last month it was
yeah.
like 16 people.
Yeah. That just kind of made me a little nervous. I'm jumping out of the plane.
So being in a balloon, no problem. Jumping out a window at 10,000 feet, that's good. I don't know.
But think about this for a minute. I'll be strapped to the instructor, and I'll have a backup parachute. Okay, so
Well, he'll have the backup parachute.
I'm gonna have you have 2 parachutes. You have one. If it doesn't go off, you have a backup one, and you're also strapped to the instructor. So if both of those don't go off, you're hoping that both of his will.
Wow.
Because if his don't, you're both going down.
I'm getting the heebie-jeebies just thinking of that.
Heebie-jeebies.
But one thing about an alpha female is that she'll want you, not need you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't need a man to provide for her in life. And what this means is if she's with you,
It's because she wants to be there,
that's right. It's there's
not
nothing
because she needs to be there.
she wants to be.
Absolutely.
And there's nothing more sincere and sexy than a woman who truly wants you.
Oh yeah.
Really, really is.
Yeah. That is
And-
the truth.
And she won't nag you, Elise. She won't nag you to get stuff done.
Actually, I have to say something. That is actually the truth. I never actually nag anyone to get anything done because I'll ask somebody to do something, and if it doesn't get done, I'll just do it myself. Because I just need it done. And that's how I am actually with everything. That is one thing my husband doesn't hear from me ever. Could you please do this? Could you please do this? Could you please do this? Honey, could you please do? That's never going to come out of my mouth.
Yeah, you're not going to
It's-
waste your time.
It's, one time, could you do this? And then I'll look, and if it's not done, I'll just do it because it wasn't done and I need it done. And that's just the way. And that's how I am with you also. Could you do this? Could you do this? And you pretty much do anything I ask you to do. Which
I
is
was
really,
trained very, very
which
well.
is really nice of you. But the reality is that if you don't do it, I'm not going to freak out and nag you to death. I'm going to just do it.
Yeah. There are, 1 or 2 women in my life that really go out of their way for me. And whenever they ask me for something or to do something or to get something done, I stop what I'm doing and I'm doing it. And I do it right away.
You're a jumper.
Yes, I'm a jumper. I will jump to it because it's important that I reciprocate the good deeds. I think it is important to reciprocate those good deeds. And something about an alpha woman is that, she won't give up on the important things, and she faces all kinds of challenges head on, and she won't hesitate to find ways to improve.
That is also true.
Yeah, I see that with you. You let nothing get in your way. If something is important, you just don't let up on it.
Oh, that is the truth. And I just look for ways, to make people smile, to make happiness, to make a great memory. I do. I look for that.
Yeah. And if you're dating an alpha female, she'll make the first move without any hesitation.
Sometimes.
I have seen that personally, over the years with alpha females.
It depends, though. It depends on the particular, the particulars, because all women are different.
Yeah, no, that's the truth.
All women are different, and so sometimes she will, sometimes she won't, but she'll be very accepting of your move.
Speaking of moves, we
Elvis
got
makes
one of
you
the
move.
greatest movers of all time.
That's right.
And Elvis Presley, or at least Elvis Presley impersonator. That we have his interview coming up.
That is right.
After this. I'm Anthony Vincent of Anthony Vincent Salon. Time for another fun and fabulous beauty tip with our tip chick. And here she is.
Got limp locks? Wake that dead, lifeless hair. Use the right bodybuilding products. Texturize, and what a surprise. Say hello to beautiful.
Want your beauty question answered on the air? Email us now from AnthonyVincentSalon.com. Remember, for the 150,000 hairs on your head, there's only one choice. Call us now at 609-448-2212. You'll be glad you did. We are with a special guest tonight, Mike King, a.k.a. Elvis.
AKA, yes, it is. Yes, he's amazing.
Yeah, we heard him a couple of times. He looks like Elvis. He sounds like Elvis, and he moves like Elvis.
I was going to say, he even dances like Elvis.
Yes, he does. Mike, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having me here. It's really nice to be here. Thank you very much.
It's great. It's great having you. And, before we start the interview, I got to say, you got a great haircut there. It's the sideburns, just like Elvis.
Well, thank you very much. The haircut was done by a hair genius, Anthony Vincent.
I heard that. He's great.
Yeah, okay, you've blown up his head again.
The best haircut I've had as Elvis in the 20 years I've been doing Elvis.
So you've been doing Elvis 20 years.
This New Year's Eve, it'll be 20 years since my first professional Elvis tribute show. I mean, I did some other small things. Before that, I worked for the Bucks County Haunted Woods, and I came out of a tomb and I sang Hound Dog. And I sang for the Flying Elvises in Bonita Springs, Florida. But my first real professional show was New Year's Eve of 96 to 97 at Hibiscus Point in Fort Myers Beach, Florida.
What actually made you decide, hey, you know what, I'm going to be Elvis?
Well, a few things, actually. One time I found out one night at a karaoke bar, after some liquid courage, that I could sing like him. And then I didn't really do anything about it for a couple of years. And then I got hired by the Bucks County Haunted Woods to do Hound Dog. Now, they wanted me to lip sync. And I said, man, lip syncing just isn't me. Let's see if I can sing it for real. And I sang it. And I came out of a tomb in a Halloween Elvis costume. And I really think that's where I started. But then a couple of years, I didn't do anything else. And then about a year and a half later, me and a friend decided to get in a car and take a road trip to Graceland. We went from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania to Graceland. And it was just awesome. It was an awesome time. It was a great road trip. And you can't walk into Graceland without feeling the presence of him. and you can't.
I hear it's life-changing
Oh,
to
it
go
is.
to Graceland.
It is. I've been
Yeah.
there twice, and I plan on going again. And in fact, in my will, my last request is to be cremated and have my ashes spread over the lawn. And they
Okay,
probably
so-
don't let that be done, so I'm just gonna have somebody walk up to the fence and just go.
Yeah, too late. Yeah. That's great. I have clients that adore Elvis, and they were so happy, to hear your performance, and they love going to Graceland. They love it.
I will go again. I will go again.
Now, you had some really nice costumes during
Yes.
your performance at our salon, and on Saturday. That can you tell us a little bit about your?
Well, the suits I wear are replicas of what Elvis wore on stage, and the last one I wore was known as the Phoenix. And there's several companies you can buy from, and that make replicas, and they custom tailor it to your body size. There's about 20 different points of your body that you have to measure for them to make the suit, and then you send them the measurements, and they send you back a blank suit without any design on it. And then you put a pin here, put a pin there, take it out here, let it out there, take it in, and then part of the reason why those suits looked so good on Elvis was the way they fit him. And his original suits were tailored by Bill Ballou and Jean Doucette, and I think they were called IC Costumes at the time. And Elvis had a bunch of and my goal is to one day have every suit he wore.
Oh,
That's my
bet
goal.
you will.
One day,
I
one
bet
day.
you will.
One day I will.
Now, we are also under the impression that you are going to be playing locally for the over at a restaurant in Hamilton called Mafaldo's.
That is correct. It's
Do you know the dates?
the first date. The first date I know, it's gonna be August 11th.
Great.
Oh, that's
And-
fabulous. That's a
and
great restaurant, too.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, definitely. When you're done singing, eat something.
Oh,
You'll
yeah.
love it.
Actually, yeah, I will. Part of my price is dinner. So
Oh, you see that? We couldn't give you dinner, but we gave you the hair.
you gave me the haircut, and you know what? I mean, this is a great haircut.
Yeah, well, we're so happy that Elvis will be back for another cut with Anthony.
Yes, definitely. Yes, definitely.
You were telling me a story about how you accidentally realized you sound like Elvis.
Yeah. Yeah, I was at a karaoke bar. Like I said, I had a few shots of liquid courage. My friends were saying, "Mike, get up there and sing, get up and sing." And I'm like, I don't sing. And if you ask my parents, long time ago, I could not sing. I couldn't sing a note to save my life.
Well, you can sing now.
Well, thank you very much. Actually, I got up on stage and I thought, this song sounds like it doesn't have any high notes in it. Maybe I can do it. And I just got it. And I got up on stage, the music started. I put my mouth to the microphone, and my voice didn't come out. It was, wise men say, and it came out. And people started to yell and scream. And, I chased it. That's how I found out I could do his voice, and then I slowly started to learn songs. And I remember that I used to go to karaoke, and I'd drive the karaoke host crazy because all I would sing was "I Can't Help Falling in Love," and I'd sing it 3 or 4 times a night. And a lot of times the karaoke host doesn't let you do the same song more than once because the bar gets tired of it, and And I used to be a real pain, and so they said learn some more Elvis songs. So I learned "Burnin' Love," and then I learned "Suspicious Minds," and then I sat down and listened to Elvis. I mean, really started listening to him, and I started learning more songs. And I remember hearing a song on a tape of Elvis live at Madison Square Garden called "American Trilogy," and he hits this really powerful note at the end. I'm like, "There's no way I'll be able to do that. There's no way I'll be able to do it." And I learned, and I did it through exercise. And part of my performing to sing is exercise. I have to keep my cardiovascular strong to hit and hold those powerful notes, and it's a lot of work goes into doing the Elvis tribute, but it's worth it when it comes off right.
It absolutely is. And each time we've seen you, it certainly came off right.
Yeah, it
That's
really
a
did.
great thing.
Well, thank you. That's such a big compliment.
Just want to put this out there. If anybody, any of our listeners want to be able to reach out to you, your email is m.pinelli267@comcast.net.
That is correct.
Great. And I want people to be able to reach you and find out where you're going to be, and so they can come and see you and enjoy the show.
Well, they know this August 11th you're going to be at Mafaldo's in Hamilton Square.
Yeah.
It's 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock?
I believe I'm playing 6:30 to 8:30. I'm not sure.
Terrific.
Dinner hour. Fantastic.
Yeah,
So people can enjoy you
yeah.
while they're having their spaghetti.
That's right. That's right. I am on Atkins diet, and I can't have pasta, but I think I may break it just for that
But
night.
there's something there that you can eat.
I'll break it for that night.
Yeah, I hear there's something for everybody.
Yeah.
Now, I understand that you've traveled around the world on cruise ships singing.
Well, yeah, I've done a few and I'm just now been working with Mr. Money Productions, with Colonel Ernie Blizzard. He calls himself Uncle Ernie. I call him Colonel Ernie. And he's getting a river cruise that he's putting together. That's going to be leaving from the King George Inn in Bristol, and it's going to be a wonderful cruise. I think he's going to start it next year. It's a little late in the season to start it this year, but I think he's starting it next year, and he's putting me in charge of all the music. So, and I'll be performing on that ship as well as other really good musicians.
Oh, I'd be looking forward to that. This is a paddle boat that goes up the river?
I'm not exactly sure what it is. I think it's just a regular cruise ship.
Okay.
It's in I think it's in the Bahamas right now, and he Uncle Ernie, as in Mr. Money Productions, he has his hand in everything.
He does.
He's a genius with money.
Yes, he is.
He is a genius with money.
He is.
And he is definitely the right person to be my booking agent.
That's right. He handles some of my money also, and I always wind up with more than I started with.
Yep, that's Uncle Ernie for you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep. And if you don't mind, I'd like to plug the new band that I just put together. The band is called Suspicious Minds, and it's Suspicious Minds, and the tagline is a tribute to Elvis. And I've got these musicians that have been playing together as a band since 1964.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the name of their other band is Generations, and they're a great rock and roll band. And as Suspicious Minds, they are fantastic.
When are you going to be performing? Where? When and where?
You know, Uncle Ernie did book the first band show. I'm going to have to get back to you guys on that. The date's in September, but we also got a few other things in our pockets right now that we're working on.
That's fabulous. So you know what, listeners? You can reach out to us at trendradio920@gmail.com, and I'll make sure that I find out where and when that show is, and I'll also send you a $50 gift certificate so that you can make yourself pretty before you go.
Give you a haircut just like Elvis wore.
I don't think these ladies are going to want to have the Elvis do, but maybe some of their gentlemen will.
I'm sure.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Any interesting stories that have that you can tell?
Stories?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you. One of the first stories was when I was working for the Bucks County Haunted Woods. I used to go from my regular job. I was working as a telemarketer, and I would get dressed at work and get in the car and go to the Bucks County Haunted Woods. And one night I was running a little late, and I was a little heavy on the pedal. And I look in my rear view mirror, and I see red and blue flashing lights, and I thought, this will be interesting. And so I rolled down my window, and the cop came up and said, Mr. Presley, would you please step out of the car? So I stepped out of the car, and he was doing one of those sobriety road tests, and I'm, in full jumpsuit, and as I'm going, I can see these, as I'm walking the straight line, I turned around, and I saw these cars just kind of slamming on their brakes and looking and doing a double take, and that was one.
Oh, that is
And
rich.
then another time, when I was first starting out, I was playing this place called the Wing Hut, and it was in West Palm Beach, Florida, and it was on Military Trail. It was a wonderful wing place, and I had at the time my ex-stepson. I changed into my costume, and I had him put my clothes in the car, and he neglected to realize that my keys were in there too, and he locked everything, and I was locked out of my car, and I called AAA, and they said, "How are we going to know you?" And I said, "Well, well, thank you very much." I said, "I'll be the one dressed like Elvis," and he says, "Gotcha." And he got there and he took a few pictures before.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
Before he let you go.
Yep.
That's a riot. That's really, really funny.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Elvis song?
Yeah, I was just going to ask. Do you have a favorite song? we do that. I don't know why. Just
Get out of
happens.
my head.
I do have a favorite song of Elvis.
Yeah, what is that?
That would be American Trilogy. And that's actually 3 songs in one. It was arranged by Mickey Newberry.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
it
You
starts off
didn't you sing it?
Yeah. I do that song every performance.
Yeah.
There are some songs there's been times where I've left out songs, like I've done shows where I've neglected to do Suspicious Minds. I have shows where I've neglected to do Burning Love. But every show I've ever done, I've done American Trilogy, and it's my favorite song. And I really got into that song more like when I first started doing this, and I was looking around. There was an Elvis impersonator, tribute artist. We prefer the term tribute artist. He's retired now, but his name was Lewis Cook, and he was out of Lantana, Florida. And during Trilogy, he would, during the crescendo of the song, where the horns are just about to come in, he'd drop a big American flag, and every time he do it, I get a lump in my throat. And so I'm going to be doing that with the new band.
Oh, great.
And,
That's fantastic.
And Lou, if you're out there listening, I'm doing really good, and I wish you didn't retire, but you're a big reason why I'm the way I am now, doing what I'm doing.
Wow, that's
Well,
terrific.
That
Great
is
start.
awesome. Well, we will make sure that we're there to see you and Suspicious Minds, and to see Elvis.
That's right. Elvis, a.k.a. Michael King. And his website again is?
You can reach out to him at mpinelli267@comcast.net. That's m.pinelli267@comcast.net.
And there's a new Facebook page being created as we speak, and that'll be all my Elvis stuff. So just Facebook Mike King, and you'll see where and when, and the new costume I'll be buying soon. And
We're looking forward to seeing that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. It's been a blessing being on your show, and thank you. And this is the best haircut I ever had.
Oh,
Thank
Mike,
you.
thank you very, very much. It was a pleasure having you on the show today. We'll talk again soon.
Absolutely.
Boy, that was
great.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
with,
that was so much fun.
with Mike King.
A lot of fun.
Yeah. Speaking of fun, there's this new dating show where people pick their dates based on their genitals.
Huh?
Yep.
That is insane.
Insane, but true.
Oh my God.
So, if you need proof that the world's running out of ideas for new dating shows,
There you have it.
there you go. Naked
Wow.
Attraction. It's a show where people decide who they want to date.
Just by looking at their genitalia? Oh my God.
Yep. Naked Attraction, a new
my
dating
gosh.
series that starts where some dates might end.
Ah,
Naked.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah,
What will they think of next?
Well, the contestants start with 6 potential suitors in lit up boxes that reveal their bodies from the waist down.
They're naked from the waist down for real on
They're-
these shows?
No, they're completely naked, but it starts off in a lit box with a curtain.
So, wait a second. This is on TV?
This on channel.
Where is this being aired?
It's on a website. It's called Channel 4's website.
Oh my gosh.
So I really am interested. I want to see
Well,
how this works.
absolutely. We're going to have to check this out.
So anyway, these boxes lit up and it just reveals their bodies from the waist down. Now, based entirely on their opinion of what these men or women are working with, the contestants then eliminate somebody
Right.
who then has to come out of the box and say goodbye
Say bye-bye while they're naked?
while they're naked.
Ay, ay, ay. Wow, that's
Now-
hilarious.
Now,
Oh my gosh.
From there, the curtain slowly rises with each elimination round until the contestant gets to see a full picture of who's ever left.
Oh my gosh.
And in the fourth round, the contestant gets to hear the remaining suitors' voices. And then in the final round, the contestant also gets naked and everyone has a good old-fashioned naked
Really?
conversation together.
So this is like amazing.
That's
This
right.
is what they're doing now.
That's right. And
Wow. That's a killer dater show. Wow.
Yeah, and so far there's at least one happy couple out of
Well,
the show.
yeah. I see that there could be. Wow. I guess that's just the latest and greatest in television production.
Now, after these dates with, these naked dates,
That's hysterical.
and you find out a little bit about each other, and
You find out a little bit more than you need to know right away. But okay.
so how long do you wait before telling your date that you don't want kids?
How long do you wait? That's something that you would have to be, I think, pretty up forward. Like you want to say that immediately.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have to be on the very first date.
No,
as
but
you-
maybe the second or the third, because
That's right.
if they want kids, why are they wasting their time?
That's right.
So you need to be pretty upfront about that.
Yes, you do. I think confessing you want to shut down your reproductive highway in the same breath as asking if she prefers Shiraz or Merlot isn't always
I
ideal.
don't say you have to do it immediately. But the
if it
first
comes up-
date, hey, listen, he might not want to date you again, or she might want to not date, you each might not have the connection on the first date. On the second date, if there's a connection there, I would be forward about it.
That's right. And you might find that you both have a kid-free mentality.
You might.
You've been listening to Trend Radio, where we talk about what's hot every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. You want more? Go right to our website, 920thejersey.com, click on demand, and scroll directly to us.
And get the lowdown on getting down. Tune into your bad boy inside you.
Or your bad girl.
Listen each week. We always have something sexy to say. Got questions? Email us now at trendradio920@gmail.com. You'll be glad you did.
And remember, your smile is your logo, your personality is your business card.
But how you make people feel, well, that becomes your trademark.
I'm Anthony Vincent,
And I'm Elise.
and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye for now.